Apparently a lot more companies got into the act in 2007 than I realized. Maisto Cycons, today on Guerrilla Reviews. For those unfamiliar, Maisto essentially create a scale on motorcycle and vehicles, similar to Hot Wheels, but they tend to create more in much larger scales. This one right here, this particular one, Maximus, nowhere near to be confused with Fortress Max, by the way, was one of the 9 apparent figures you could get with it. The only real difference was the rather gaudy color scheme and a different front windshield part here that also doubled as the head. Goody. Also, this doesn't seem to have any real scale to it. I tried putting one of my Kamen Rider figure arts on it, and it's way too small. If somebody could tell me the scale on this, I thought I mentioned on the box, but it doesn't seem to really mention. I think it might have said about 1/10 or something like that. Yeah. Well, if that excites you, go ahead and look that up. One advantage I will give the creators of this is that, one, it does have rubber tires, and the wheels do roll. Quite beautifully, in fact. No kickstand to it, but, oh well. And there's only really one sticker for the headlights right there. So it's still interesting, if a little obvious how the transformation goes. But we'll get that in a second. Okay, one thing I should mention here is that as for accessories, it only really has this thing. Can't really tell what it is, at least not in vehicle mode, but it does attach via port right there. But there we go. Anyway, it becomes this gun, and it's very easy to lose this component. Really, it's a bit of an academic point, I realize, but still, it's when you got only one accessory, you want to try and try to keep the transformation itself. First, we will disconnect this part from the pegs here. There we go. These just kind of go back as wings. Remember, this is still 2007. This was before one of the first movies coming out, so engineering hadn't evolved a bunch of transformation since then. Anyway, then we'll unpeg what will be the feet and twist around like so. Bring down for that. Anyway, we'll unpeg and separate the hands. So you're gonna fold that way. Yeah, that'll work. A lot of use of ball joints here. Not that should be a real big surprise. Okay, then we'll move that down for the head. Put that in his other hand, and well, better or worse, there is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Yeah, bring that part up. Okay, and there we go. Cycons Maximus in robot mode. In a robot mode, well, we do see something humanoid. 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head. Well, kind of 2 eyes with those headlights. Sort of a front wheel shield there, and a wing pack. Very basic, but serviceable, and still fairly decently sized. Remember, there were essentially 9 of these figures, featuring one of 3 different heads and equally gaudy color schemes, so imagine that you can look those up if you really want to. I got this one on sale for at a discount store Tuesday morning, in fact, for $5. So for $5 you do get a decent amount of plastic. As for articulation, the head is on a swivel joint and a ball joint, so you can get some decent well, something resembling emotions there. Ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows and hands, but the hands are very tight. No waist swivel, but then again, it's epic backpack going on there. Anyway, ball jointed hips, ball jointed feet, and let's see here now. Boot cut. Basically, it's supposed to be a ball joint, but it's really just more of a swivel joint. So you may have to break out the floor polish or a super glue in a few years if you play with it too much. If you play with it too much. I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Maisto Cycons Maximus, and again I remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.